If you're considering living in a high-rise building here in the Midtown area of Atlanta, you may have looked at the building Plaza Midtown and wondered what that's like. Well, good news for you. That's what I'm going to cover today is the Plaza Midtown building. I've got a couple of units I can show you, plus all of the amenities. So let's get into it. Let's talk all about living at Plaza Midtown right now. Hey guys, my name is Molly and welcome back to my channel where I talk all things living here in the Atlanta area. And today I'm going to cover another condo building. That's the Plaza Midtown building. It's pretty central here in the Midtown area. Let me put it up on a map for you so you can see where it's located. But you can see, like I said, pretty centrally located. I'm standing here at the corner of Peachtree Place and West Peachtree. Yes, it's a lot of Peachtree streets here in the Atlanta area, and that's where Plaza Midtown is located. It's actually made up of two towers. There is a north tower that faces Peachtree Place, and there is what they call the east tower that is located along West Peachtree. So I'm going to show you a unit in each building. I've got a 2-bedroom and a 1-bedroom that I've gotten permission to show, so stay tuned for that. We're going to talk more about the prices and all that kind of thing, but I just want to show you around here kind of your immediate surroundings of the Plaza Midtown building, and so you can see what that looks like. Now, if you don't know much about Midtown yet, go to my channel. I recommend watching a couple of my videos of Midtown. I've got several of them here, some walking tours of the entire Midtown area, and then some that talk just more specifically about condos. So definitely check that out first before you watch this video. Actually, watch this video and then go watch those other videos. But hey, give me a thumbs up too. And that if you have any questions, put them down in that comment section. That's what I'm here for. If you're thinking about making a move and need some help with your next future purchase or sale, reach out to me. You have all my contact information in the comment section. Would love to hear from you. But okay, so let's get into the Plaza Midtown. Here's what I love about this building is its location. Now, if you were going to live here without a car, I would say Plaza Midtown is one of those buildings you should seriously consider, because you could live here without a car in this building because you have kind of your everyday necessities right at your fingertips. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that there is a Publix grocery store at the bottom of this building. It's at the bottom of the north-facing tower. I will show you more of that here in a second, but wouldn't that be great if you were cooking in your condo, you forgot an ingredient? I mean, literally you can just ride the elevator down and hit the grocery store and come back and probably spend only 10 minutes getting in and out of that grocery store. So that is pretty amazing. And also, it is basically catty corner from the Marta station. Yeah, it's just like steps right over there. So if you travel a lot for work and you have to go to the airport a lot, this is amazing because you can just hop on there, ride the Marta station down to the airport, and it literally drops you off inside the airport. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than that. Now, at the base of these buildings, there are a lot of restaurants that you can go to. I'm smelling fumes from like all these different restaurants. You got a Korean barbecue across the street here. You've got a Mexican place right here. There is Dancing Go Coffees just across the street too. That's a really good coffee shop. And hey, there's also a liquor store. And now I'm not saying that's one of the reasons I like this building, but hey, if you need liquor, it's right across the street from the Plaza Midtown building. So lots of little restaurants right around here. And if you've got a kid that is attending Georgia Tech and you're looking for a place for them to live, I know a lot of parents consider the Plaza Midtown as an option to buy a 1-bedroom condo because it is so close to the Georgia Tech campus. It's probably like 3 blocks away from the Tech Square and then probably another block over to get into the main campus. So very convenient location for those Georgia Tech students. In fact, I see a lot of students walking up and down Spring Street, which is right at the edge of this building. So that's a great option. And then also the Piedmont Park, that is about 0.7 miles away, so not too far to get there. Now, if you're wanting to get to the Beltline, that is about a 1.2 mile stroll, so not too far, but it is a little bit of a hike. Okay, now that you've seen kind of the surrounding location, let me hop into the building, get some keys. We'll show you the amenities next. All right, so now you've seen a quick look at the amenities here at Plaza Midtown. They are located at the 6th floor, and you can see obviously they have a pool, some green areas, and there is a community club room, which it looks like it's undergoing a little bit of renovations, and there is a small gym, not huge, but it's got some cardio equipment, some Pelotons in there, and a few pieces of weight equipment. But there you go, that's the amenities floor. Now the parking is on floors 4 and 5. I'll see if I can catch that on my way out and show you what the parking deck looks like. But let me go over a few things here about the Plaza Midtown in general. What you're going to find are 1-bedrooms that are averaging around $330,000. That'll get you about 813 square feet, and I would say around roughly $365 for your HOA fee. Now for a 2-bedroom, that's going to average right now around $533,000, and that'll get you about 1,240 square feet, and the HOA for that is roughly $590 a month. Now, the HOA fee is kind of funky. I was trying to figure out what is the price per square foot on the HOA here. The math wasn't quite mathing, but I'd say on average, you're going to be paying about 45 cents per square foot. So you can do the math there. What does that cover? Not a whole lot. For utilities, it's going to cover your trash, but basically everything else you are on the hook for, your electricity, water, and there is an internet fee that you can pay that is a base price that you pay here at Plaza Midtown, which I believe is like $46 a month. So there you go, that's your HOA fee. Now it does include a front desk person, 24-hour concierge, so if you've got packages that are going to be delivered, they will hold them for you, that kind of thing. So it covers all of those kind of basic things, maintenance, and you get all of these amenities as well. A couple more things about this building before I head up and show you that first condo unit is that this building was built in 2006, so it's about 20 years old. It is 417 units between the two buildings here, and that is one thing, you know, if you are, doesn't matter which building you are living in, you can ride the elevator to the 6th floor and access this amenities floor. And speaking of access, you will get a fob key, and this fob key will give you access in the elevator to the floor that you live on. It'll give you access to the amenities floor and also the level that your car is parked on, either at level 4 or 5. Now, one thing I will mention too is I get this question asked a lot, like a ton of times, is that, hey, if I buy a unit here, can I rent it out? The answer is it depends. So most of these buildings have a rental restrictions. Plaza Midtown has rental restrictions. Usually only like 20-25% of the total units can be rented out. There is a waiting list. You could be waiting years to rent this out. So it's not a guarantee that you can just immediately rent out your unit if you buy it. So if you want to talk more about that, just reach out to me. But okay, you guys, let me go up and show you this 2-bedroom unit now. Okay, so I headed up onto the 12th floor. I am in unit 1214. This one's listed at $474,900. It's just under 1,200 square feet, and the monthly HOA is $496 per month. I've got my little cheat sheet here. I can't ever remember all the details. Now, I will say here at the Plaza Midtown building, there's going to be several different 2-bedroom floor plans. This is one of the smaller floor plans that you'll see. I think the biggest floor plan they have is around 1,500 square feet, and some of those can, if they're all the way updated, they can run you about $600,000. So this one's definitely on the lower price tag for a 2-bedroom, and I will say that's one thing that I do like about Plaza Midtown is that if you're comparing some of these high-rise buildings in Midtown, Plaza Midtown generally has a little bit of a lower price point for a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom, and their HOA fee is a little bit lower. Now, if I had to diss this building in one way, I would say that their hallways are a lot more dimmer, not as new feeling. So I feel like they could do a little update there and refresh, and that would make it feel a little bit more modern. But anyway, let me give you a tour of this unit so you can see the layout of this one. You can see behind me they have updated this kitchen with some new fresh cabinets. I think the appliances might be a little bit older. The bathrooms are definitely original, and so is the flooring, but let me give you a peek around. So a couple things I'll note about this condo unit, it faces south. So you're gonna get south facing views looking into the downtown area, although you won't really see the downtown buildings because you have other apartment buildings blocking your view. Another thing I'll mention about this floor plan is you'll notice that there is this curved wall and there's kind of like this glass cutout. That is to give this secondary bedroom a little bit more light in there. Otherwise it might be a little bit dark. And I believe a lot of the layouts here in the Plaza Midtown for the 2-bedroom has some form of this kind of cutout feature. A couple final things that I'll mention in this condo unit is that this floor plan gives you a lot of room to work with in terms of making a nice big living room space. You even have a separate dining space, which can be a little bit tricky to find. And this kitchen layout is one of the better ones where you get a lot more storage and counter space. So if you like to cook in the kitchen, you got a lot of kitchen gadgets, you actually have some pretty decent storage in this kitchen. Okay, that wraps it up for this 2-bedroom condo. Now I'm gonna hop over to the North Tower and show you what a 1-bedroom condo looks like. Okay, before I hit that second condo, I thought I should drop off on the parking level so you can see what the parking deck looks like. I'm on level 5. Again, levels 4 and 5 are where your cars are going to be parked. If you've got a 1-bedroom condo unit, you'll get 1 parking space. A 2-bedroom condo, you'll get 2 parking spaces. So here's a look around at the parking garage. And if your unit comes with a storage locker, you might have a locker kind of like, so you see that corner right there, that's where you would access the closet, and it would just be a cage. I forgot the dimensions of the storage unit, but you would have access to that closet. It's not a conditioned space. But one tip I will also tell you about is that when you are condo shopping here at Plaza Midtown, make sure you go and check out where your car spaces are at, because as you can see behind me here, there are some spaces that are uncovered. So if you're really wanting a covered parking spot, you better check and see where those assigned parking spaces are, because last thing you want is to buy a condo unit and get surprised that you're going to be parking outside in an uncovered spot. If you don't care, no big deal, but just something I'd point out. Okay, now I will go show you that second condo unit. As I'm walking over to the North Tower, I forgot to mention, you know, if you are parking here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull onto Peachtree Place, and there's 2 entrances on either side of the North Tower, and you would just pull right into this garage and go up the couple of floors. Parking is on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. I think I just told you 4th and 5th, but there's actually parking also on the 3rd floor. Okay, so now I'm in the North Tower, the building that faces Peachtree Place, and I'm in a 1-bedroom condo unit here on the 15th floor. This is unit 1530. It is 866 square feet. The HOA is $380 a month. This has a really great floor plan for a 1-bedroom. In fact, I feel like all of the 1-bedroom floor plans here at Plaza Midtown flow pretty well. You know, some of them are going to be a little bit more dated, and the ones that are more updated, you know, head to toe, you're going to be paying probably anywhere $365 to $375 for one that is fully updated. Now, this unit in particular, they've painted the cabinets. The original cabinet color was like a stained brown color, so that's been updated. I can see that the appliances are newer. There's some lighting in the bathroom that's a little bit dim for my liking. I could, you know, that's an easy fix, but let me give you a walk around this unit and we'll see what you think. Now, I know sometimes looking at these vacant condos can be a little bit hard to imagine what your stuff would look like inside of these, but I'm going to put up a few pictures here of a virtual staging photo so you can kind of see some spacing of some furniture. Now, one thing I should mention is that this unit in particular has north-facing views, but what you're going to basically be seeing is there's a tall white building that is called Aqua. It is another condo building, and then you've got some office buildings. There's a hotel building, so you don't get like the most excellent views from this vantage point. And one other thing I will say on this north-facing tower is I find it to be a little bit more noisy. I can hear street traffic a little bit more. Let me open up this door here so you can hear the sounds of Midtown here. Doesn't sound too bad right now, but I just happen to notice some more of the street traffic. But you know, that is condo living in general in Midtown. It's gonna be a little bit noisy. But there you go, that is a 1-bedroom condo unit example for you. Again, there's a couple different layouts, and if you're wanting to know more about any of these units I'm showing you, or you want to explore this building further, there's several listings available. So reach out to me, don't be shy. All my contact information is down below. But okay, before I go, let me go down the elevator to show you how quickly it is to get over to that Publix. Side note, have you ever wondered what you do with your trash? Well, in the hallway, there'll be a trash chute. Let me show you. Okay, I told you I was not lying how quickly and easily it was to access that Publix grocery store. I mean, could you imagine having a grocery store basically in the basement of your house? Pretty awesome. Okay, one last thing I want to point out is this puts you out right on to Spring Street. And like I said, if you work or attend Georgia Tech, you can just head up Spring Street about 3 blocks and you're going to hit the Georgia Tech campus. It's a super easy walk. You're going to see a bunch of students walking along here. All right, well, with all of that said, you guys, that wraps up my tour of the Plaza Midtown building. What did you think? If you've got any questions, if you're ready to make a move and you want to know more about this building or just anywhere in general here in the city of Atlanta, reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, whether you're thinking about moving tomorrow or next year. Thanks for hanging with me, and if you see me out in the wild, make sure you say hello. I'd love to say thank you for watching, but until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood.